How's it going, guys? We got another buy sell video for you today. Devin just produced one last week. Got some great content there, guys. Go check it out. Some really good advice there for guys you should target to buy low and guys you should sell high if they are on your team. I'm following up Devin's video with 4 more players today, guys. 2 buys and 2 sells for you. Let's get right into it here, guys. The first guy on my list, the first buy, Aaron Jones. Now, I will say, guys, right off the top, if you're not looking to compete next year, if you do not have a problem at running back for next season, I don't necessarily say I'd go out and buy Aaron Jones, considering he's 28 years old, guys, getting older, probably not worth the investment at that rate. But guys, if you are in need of that running back, and if you are trying to compete next year, need a solid running back 2 option, I would say, and maybe even a flex player or a bye week throw in, I could see you going after Aaron Jones for cheap. Aaron Jones currently ranked at number 20 in sleeper and 27 in keep trade gut, guys. He was number 9 in PPR last year, guys, ranked number 9 running back, and he was a top 10 running back for the last 4 years. That's some pretty consistent numbers, guys. This is PPR, I should mention. So another thing to mention here, guys, with Aaron Jones, and what I like about him a lot is his efficiency on the ground, his efficiency in the passing game. I love that the Packers can utilize him on very specific downs. They don't overutilize him. He shares the backfield with A.J. Dillon, and he's proven that in a committee he can still produce for fantasy football, and in that, he's reducing his risk to injury at his later age. One of the main selling points that I had mentioned in my veteran values video is that Aaron Jones is the main offensive weapon for the Packers looking ahead into the 2023 NFL season. With potentially Aaron Rodgers gone especially, they might need to rely even more on the running game and dump off passes to Aaron Jones on those 3rd and long situations. Maybe he's got to compete with Watson there. He's probably pretty close in competition for the main offensive weapon, guys, but Aaron Jones has been a solid producer. He's reliable when he touches the ball as far as efficiency goes. So if you guys are looking for that piece, Aaron Jones is a great person to target for that and for your team next year if you're looking to compete. Next guy on my list for buys is Treylon Burks, guys. Coming out of college, guys, I thought this was the best prospect that was out there. Garrett Wilson, Drake London, Chris Olave, definitely a stacked class. But as it looks right now, I'm still pretty confident in Treylon Burks being at least top 2 for his career out of this wide receiver class. Treylon Burks had a kind of an inconsistent year last year, battled injuries, played for the Titans, who, lack strong quarterback play, and they rely on the running game a lot in their offense. So Treylon Burks right now, guys, he's 23 years old. He's going as number 30 out of all wide receivers in sleeper, and he's ranked number 26 on keep trade cut against all receivers, including rookies. So I do think this is highly undervalued for him. I think people might be looking to move on from him because they did not see what they needed to see out of his rookie season. I would pounce on people who undervalue rookies after their rookie season and take advantage of them while you can. Treylon Burks, I think this might be the lowest price point you might ever get him at is this offseason, and I would take the risk on him if you are looking to build a dynasty, a roster, or if you're just trying to, revamp your youth on your dynasty roster. So Treylon Burks, guys, no competition as of right now. You might want to wait until after the draft if you're really concerned about that and see what the Titans do if they do end up drafting a wide receiver, but I don't know if they're going to, considering their other team needs this offseason, guys. Like I said again, great college profile, and he showed flashes of that in the NFL. He made some great plays, and I'm still pretty excited about him and his future in the NFL. Now we're moving on to the sells, guys. I mentioned this in my TikTok video the other day. Chris Olave, I think it's time to move on from him now. If you're trying to, if you're trying to realize the highest value he probably will ever have in his career. Right now, on Sleeper, he's going as, wide receiver 15, which I think that's kind of in line with his value. But on Keep Trade Cut, which is a more, universal tool for analyzing player value, he's going as wide receiver number 8. I just don't see him really improving that value ever for the rest of his career. There's players like JJ, Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown that he probably will never pass up in all of his years. They probably will always be ahead of him because they are close in age to him, and they're just better talents. I do feel like there are also wide receivers like Treylon Burks in his wide receiver class that are going to either surpass him or already have surpassed him. A guy I can think of is, in my books at least, Garrett Wilson. I think Garrett Wilson has already shown that he's a better wide receiver than Chris Olave can be. Honestly, just not a fan of his price point. I think people have priced in their high hopes for him for the rest of his career, and I just don't think that those high hopes really exist as solid as people might think they do. I think he's going to probably be a wide receiver 2 for the rest of his career. He might sneak his way into wide receiver 1 territory, but I have a really hard time believing he's gonna squeak his way into top 5, top 6 wide receiver in total. This past season, he had a respectable rookie year. I can't complain. It was pretty good. 25th in PPR. He missed a couple games. So there is some respect there, but guys, I just don't see him really cracking that ceiling and really working himself into that next tier. And unfortunately, season after season, he's only getting older, and I just don't really ever see him being that dominant wide receiver. So that's why I'm trading him now while I got the chance, while he's still young. I know you always have to consider team situation, guys, but I think that there are better players out there who might have a better future. All right, and the last guy on my list here is a running back, Tony Pollard, about to be 26 years old in a couple weeks. He's going as running back number 11 in sleeper and keep trade cut, and he finished 8th in PPR scoring formats last year. I do think 11th overall for running back is pretty steep considering he's only had one good year in his career, and he's already going to be 26 years old in his next season in 2023, guys. I worry that, Zeke is gone and the backfield is his. He's an efficient running back. I just worry that, what is Dallas's commitment really going to be to him? Are they going to draft running back? I very well could see them drafting running back this year. I do think it is a relatively deep class with some great sleepers in there, that he might end up still splitting the backfield with somebody that is a rookie. So I'm looking out for that, guys. I'm also looking out for the fact that typically running backs after they're 27 start to see a severe decline in their career, especially their fantasy relevance, as NFL teams start to move on from running backs as they age very quickly. I just think they're an asset that rises fast and they fall quick in the NFL, guys, and I'm worried that could be Pollard. I'm worried that this could be a unicorn season and next year might not be as great. I just don't see him really being, a consistent, dominant running back. That's just my opinion. But, play it as you guys will. If you guys are a believer in him, go follow your gut. But at his current price point, guys, I would like to appreciate as much value as I can out of an asset like this. So as always, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Cover 3 Media, we always got you covered. We're hoping to win championships here for years to come, seasons to come. Don't share this with your league mates. This information is sacred. You want to be holding this close to your chest so you can win and dominate your league mates for years to come. Please drop a subscription, guys. If you guys like this content, give us a like, drop a comment if you have any further questions or need advice. Have a good one, guys.